we have a, wait, oh my gosh. Chai tea latte with 3 shots of espresso. So I'm ready to top my heart today. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, hello. My name is Brittany and my channel name is pronounced BRATTERSTEIN. Sorry I was gone for a hot minute. It's been 2 weeks since I've uploaded a video when you're watching this, and I just, you know, the holiday weekend happened, and then I was out of state because of that, and then I got back, and then I didn't have time to film, and it's a lot of excuses which all boil down to the same thing, which was me being lazy and not planning efficiently, you know. But it is what it is, and now I'm back, and now I'm ready to film, and I'm ready to come at you with my next installment to my Zodiac series. And it is the season of the Gemini, so this video is going to be a Gemini-inspired makeup look, which I am excited to do because I looked it up, and the color for Gemini is yellow, and I love yellow eyeshadow, so I'm ready to do it, and I hope you are ready to see it. If you are a Gemini, comment down below your birthday, and happy birthday, early birthday, or belated birthday to you. I am happy that you are alive, and I'm sure you are as well. Yeah. If you are excited about this video or you like it at any point when you're watching it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. Become part of the Brat Pack. Put out new videos usually every week here when I'm not, you know, managing my time poorly. And I'd love to have you here. We have fun. I got a good group of people down below if you ever want to say hi. They are very nice, and I respond to all your comments, so if you want to say hi to me, I'll say hi back. And now that we've gotten that all out of the way, I think it's time we just go ahead and get into this look. Do you want to do that? Let's do that. Let's do that. Right now. Right now. Right now. If you would like to see me do a Gemini-inspired makeup look and maybe see a cat or two walk by in the background, just keep on watching. Okay, let's bring you in and get to going and putting the makeup on the people. The people being me. So I'm actually going to try to do this with as minimal product as possible. I have a million eyeshadow palettes, but I don't feel like you should. I don't feel like dipping into a million to do this look right now. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take this yellow from the Juvia's Place palette, and I'm going to put it lightly into my crease. And then when I want to deepen it, maybe I'll just deepen it up with the same color and just do it more concentrated. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm starting with this shade right here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get in it. Whoa, that car was really loud outside. So how have you guys been? I feel like I've been so MIA. I don't like going that long without posting a video. I haven't taken a break from YouTube in a really long time. The last time was maybe a year ago, and I took a couple months off. I thought I was going to quit. And then I came back, and I'm glad that I did because I enjoy it. But how have you been? What's been new? What did you do for your Memorial Day weekend? I'm now going to pack this on the inner and outer corner. I drove to Utah for the Memorial Day weekend. It was like a 9-hour drive there, I believe. They're an hour ahead also, so we left early in the morning that Friday. We took the Friday off from work. We left early in the morning that Friday, and we drove all day until we got there in the evening. And I was supposed to meet up with my grandmother in the evening, but we were just so beat that we just went out to eat, and we went to Olive Garden. I haven't been to an Olive Garden in so long, and I was like, you know what I want? Just classic ass fettuccine alfredo. And I was like, man, I hadn't had it in like years. And I remember growing up, that was like the fancy place to go. When me and Chris first started dating, that's like where we'd go for dates. But it's just been such a long time since we don't really go on like eating dates anymore, since we're both trying like desperately not to, you know, eat poorly and gain weight. So we very, very seldomly treat food like that as a date, and if we do, we go like in, you know what I mean? We don't go to Olive Garden. We go to like our favorite pizza place, and we get the biggest pizza there is, and we get booze, and we sit and we like gorge ourselves. So it's not really like a nice little sit down Olive Garden situation. We don't do it in public, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we went to Olive Garden. It was really nice. We got some drinks. I can't remember if we went and saw my grandmother that night. It's all just a blur. It's all just a blur because initially it was just supposed to be he and I in our own hotel room, but some stuff happened. It's a long story on that one of me being a piece of shit sister. But my sister ended up coming down and sharing a room with us with her 2 little babies, so I got to spend time with my sister and my niece and my nephew, which was amazing because I love them all with my whole heart, and they are my whole soul, and I wish I could show you, but my sister's weird about having the kids on social media, which is good since there's predators around every corner. every corner. So I'm okay with this, but I wish you guys could see them because they're the cutest kids on planet Earth, and they have my entire heart and my entire soul. Even when they're screaming and kicking and not letting me sleep and being crazy little monsters, I still love them. I'm gonna take that same yellow and put it on the lower lash line. But it was very nice. Utah is beautiful. The last time I went to Utah, I think I posted about it when I went for my friend's wedding. Yeah, I think I did a long time ago. This was like a year, maybe 2 years ago. I can't even remember at this point. It's been so long since I've seen her. The first time I did not have fun in Utah, but that was for a lot of reasons. It was just like a bad trip altogether. But this time, oh my God, I went to South Jordan because that's where my family reunion was, which did I mention I went for a family reunion? I can't remember. So I was going for a family reunion. It was really nice. The place was beautiful. Like the city itself was gorgeous. It was like something you see in a freaking movie. Kids outside on their bikes playing without supervision. It was like I live in LA, so you just don't. So it was like the craziest thing. I felt like I was on another planet. I got to see family that I haven't seen in such a long time, which was interesting because at first I was like nervous about doing it. And this was my first like adult family trip that I've done. My mom didn't go, so it was like me, I went, and my grandmother went. Who, if you don't know, I hang out with all the time. I love my grandma. But it was my first thing that I chose to do in a very adult way, in my opinion, to like go to a family reunion and choose to do that and choose to do all those things. I thought it was pretty cool, and I was happy when I got there. At first I was like, oh, this is gonna be so awkward because I hadn't seen any of these people in for 10 or 15 years. They hadn't seen me as an adult yet. But it wasn't awkward at all. I was happy to see everybody. Everybody's getting so old. So I kind of felt like this might be my last time to see some people because a lot of them were like my grandmother's siblings. And she's in her 70s and she's not even the oldest, I don't think. So, you know, it was interesting. It was an interesting experience. I got to see my cousins that I haven't seen in forever, and we're about the same age. I think I am between the two of them, like one's 31 and one's 29, and I'm 30, I believe, which was very cool. And I got to meet all of their kids. Oh my gosh, they have the cutest little babies in the whole wide world. And I got to hang out with all these kids and my niece and nephew. Got to play with their little, I don't know, third cousins, fourth cousins. I don't know how that works exactly, but we went to a park where there was like a little stream. And all this, like Utah takes care of their residents. South Jordan takes care of their residents. This park was so clean. There were so many nice things for kids to play on. I was just sitting there, and at one point I just sat down by the stream and I was just like looking in it and like staring out at it, just like in amazement that this place actually existed. And I started looking up like rentals immediately. I was like, I need to move here because I hate LA and I don't want to stay in LA. And I was like, would be like the perfect place to raise kids. If I had kids, I'd probably move there because it was just like magic, and I was like in my zone, just zoning out and staring at the water, feeling very introspective. It was very unlike me. And then my cousin's husband like kicked a basketball at me. I was like, right, you know, got me out of that. But beautiful place. If you've never been to South Jordan, 10 out of 10 would highly recommend visiting. And I would never have said that about Utah a year ago. I was like, fuck Utah, everyone there's a dick. I almost got in a fight at a Target. But this time, totally different experience. Totally different experience. I need to get another eyeshadow palette because I need something to deepen, because right now I feel like I just look sick. Sick. I think the espresso is kicking in. So I'm going to take the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous palette so I can use these browns. I think these will be okay to deepen. Yeah. I like hardly ever use these palettes, and I bought them so I need to get used out of them. So what was I saying? I don't remember. Going in with Smooth Criminal real quick. Yeah, just really enjoyed that trip. Sad that I don't live near those people because I'd like to spend more time with them. It was really nice. I got to sit out on like the porch with my younger cousin Mel, and we were just drinking coffee and talking, and she was like, isn't it weird how we haven't seen each other in forever, but it doesn't feel like there's been any gap, like it feels so comfortable. I was like, yes, it is weird because I'm not like that ever with people. Takes me a while. I'm so socially anxious that like it takes me a while to feel comfortable. So to be able to just like sit outside, it was like raining and there was like all these clouds. If you aren't following me on Instagram, I'll put my Instagram here. I posted pictures of the trip and of like pictures of me outside in front of like the mountain. There was mountains with snow on it. Oh, it was so pretty. But it was so nice to be able to just sit outside with somebody. It feels so comfortable, even though you never see them. She actually doesn't live in Utah. She was there for the reunion also. Her sister, it was at her house, her sister and her dad's house. But she's moving out there, her and her husband. So I want to go out there again. We were talking about meeting in the middle at some point. I've just never been close with my extended family, and I think that's really kind of sad. I feel like my extended family just got so separate after my great-grandmother died, my Gammy's mom. And I don't know. We're just not close, you know what I mean? I'm only like close with my mom, my sisters, and my grandma. And I would like to be closer with my cousins because I only get them, you know what I mean? Like, one day I'll be dead and I will not like to regret not getting to know people who were in my family. I don't know how to explain it to you. I'm not gonna get deep, I'm just saying. Like, I'm glad that I got to see them. I'm glad that I have a relationship with my grandmother now, because when I was a teenager I didn't, and I'm glad that as an adult I've gotten to know her as an adult and didn't just like let the time slip by and then not get to know her as a person and not just as a grandmother, because she's older, you know, but she and I are such good friends at this point. I try to go down and see her. We try to see each other once a month, if not once every 2 months. I just saw her in Utah for Memorial Day. We're going down the last weekend in June. Sorry, I took Prowl. I'm getting all distracted now. The last weekend in June, we're going down to her house. She lives in San Diego. We always do mimosa and movie days, which I love. So we're gonna go down. We're gonna make drinks. We're gonna sit all day on the couch in our pajamas, which is what we love to do together, and watch movies, and I'm very excited. You know what's cool about this look is I sat down with no idea what to do, and I'm just kind of like I have a vague idea of something I want to do, but my looks always come together best when I don't have a plan. I just kind of sit down and start creating, and I don't do this enough because I don't have time in the morning to like do my makeup for work, which is a bummer. I miss it. That's the one thing I miss before the office merge. Well, I mean, there's other things I miss, but the main thing I miss before the office merge that is readily apparent in my day-to-day life is that I don't have time to get ready anymore. I used to do cool makeup for work every day and get a lot of practice in, and at this job I just don't have the time, so they never get to see my cool makeup looks at the office, you know what I'm saying? And I never get to get a lot of practice in, but I'm loving how this is looking so much. It's not at all what I sat down intending to do, but it doesn't mean I don't love it. So anyways, Geminis. What do we know about Geminis? Let me know down below what you know about Geminis and if you like Geminis. I don't know. I don't know if I know any Geminis now that I think about it. What is a characteristic of Geminis that you like, and what's a characteristic of Geminis that you just don't like that much? I'm kind of curious about that. I am a Scorpio. It's so interesting. I don't know if I said in the beginning of the series, but I wasn't very much into Zodiac stuff at all when I started the series. I was just like, this would be kind of a cool thing to do and learn about Zodiac as I go. And I've gotten so much more into it since starting the series. I've learned about my birth chart and my rising sign and my moon sign. I knew I was a Scorpio. And I was like, I don't feel that much like a Scorpio, right? So I was like, you know, whatever. And then I learned about birth charts. And then I learned about my rising sign and my moon sign. And when I found out what my rising sign was and what that means to your personality, and what my moon sign was and what that means to your personality, and combined with your sun sign, I was like, oh shit. I'm curious if anybody who is watching this video is really into astrology. And if you are, real quick, based on my personality, if you've watched my videos, guess what my rising and my moon sign are. I feel like my rising sign will be more obvious. My moon sign, I think you'd have to know me more as a person. I'm salivating too much. But real quick, guess what my rising sign is. I'm going to give you a second and then I'm going to say it. Okay, go. Okay, so I'm a Scorpio with an Aquarius, so I'm a Scorpio with an Aquarius rising and a Virgo moon. That's not so interesting. To me, that makes so much more sense than just me being a Scorpio. It definitely feels more true. Okay, I'm going in with a brush with no product and like hitting the edges and just trying to smooth it out with my skin so there's no harsh lines. This eye never blends. I love this eye look. At this point, I would wear this to work. This is cute. I like this. I'm about to make it a little more crazy because you know Geminis and y'all are crazy with your two faces and shit like that. I'm just saying. I don't know any Geminis, but I feel like some people in my life might have some Gemini, two-faced Gemini traits somewhere in their birth chart. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I left the other thing I will be right back. I left the other palette that I need in the living room, naturally. Okay, so for my inner corner, and probably to highlight down the center of the lid, I'm going to take the shade Zaz or Zaze or Zaz from the Warrior 2 palette by Juvia's Place. This video is not affiliated with Juvia's Place in any way. I just really like these two eyeshadow palettes. I've been using this one a lot. This is the best white eyeshadow that I've ever used right here, and this black is great when I want to smoke out a wing, and this colorful palette, these palettes are good. I did a video I'll link up here on Juvia's Place, and I had reviewed this one, and I didn't review it totally favorably. Oh, I didn't put on my mic. So rude. I didn't review it totally favorably, and I think it's because I had gone in with like these crazy high expectations that eyeshadow was going to change my life, because you know, the people who promote Juvia's Place make it seem like the end-all be-all eyeshadow that has ever existed in life, and I don't believe it is that, but I believe it's super killer eyeshadow. So I do like this palette. Just to preface and to give you an update on that review, I use this palette all the time. I use this palette all the time if I want color. I like their eyeshadows. I just don't think they're like, I'm not gonna say names. People make it seem like they're the best eyeshadows on planet Earth. They're really effing good eyeshadows. I can't think of any cons. They are stiffer in formula, which I enjoy. Like, I love ColourPop shadows, but those are more, I'm trying to think of how to properly word this. This is a nice stiff formula that reminds me a bit of Makeup Geek, where ColourPop's more of like a looser formula, or that reminds me more of Anastasia. I like them both. These are probably my two favorite lower price point eyeshadow formulas. Yeah, I'll say that. This, Juvia's Place and ColourPop are my two favorite affordable eyeshadow brands at the moment. So, take that as you will. And I think Juvia's Place, I don't know if it'll still be on, if the sale will still be happening when you're watching this video, but when I'm filming this video, they're having like a 20% off sale, or, oh my god, my arm's scanned. They're having a sale on eyeshadows. So they have sales all the time. So, anyways, I'm getting so sidetracked because of all the espresso. So I'm going to take that white shade, and I'm going to highlight my inner corners, because I've still been loving a white inner corner highlight. I don't know if I've mentioned that on my channel. I've definitely mentioned it on my Instagram, but ugh, a white inner corner highlight to me is like the best. But it has to be matte. I just love matte eyeshadow. Some people get like super jazzed for really shimmery, beautiful, like metallics or glitters, and though I like them, because you know, like the ColourPop pressed glitters are my favorite, I fuck with a matte eyeshadow more than anything. Like, when I saw this palette come out and it was all mattes, I was like, give it to me. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I like. Oops, don't look at that. Pretend that's not there. See? That's so cute. It just like gives it a little bit of dimension and stuff. I'm very into it. I'm gonna kind of like do this. Cool. I like that a lot. I like this look. I don't want to take it off, but I'm making it my mission today. I'm filming several videos. I don't want to fall behind and have anything happen where I'm not going to have uploads again for 2 weeks. That was nonsense. Okay. I've decided in general I want to try to prioritize filming more, because this is what I like to do. This is what I want to do. There's so many things in my life that I'm kind of like ambivalent about or unhappy about or just like going through the motions until I die about, you know what I mean? And I like doing this, so I feel like I need to put my energy into what I'm enjoying doing and put vibes and everything, positivity into that, and watch that flourish instead of just like throwing negative energy into things I'm not liking. And that's the dream. I'm trying to just be an overall better, happier person in my life, and I like doing this, so I'm trying to do that. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next. I have an idea that I don't know if it'll look good. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and throw on some liquid liner, so I'm going to have to get off camera because I can't do it on camera because I suck, and then I'll come back to finish off the look. I have an idea that might be kind of fun. If I do it, you'll see it in a second. So I will be right back. See you in just a second. Okay, so as you can see, I decided to go a little crazy on it. This is the kind of the idea I had in my head, where I wanted to do an inverted version with the liners because of the whole Too Faced Gemini thing, and I decided I want to do more of like an inverted version instead of just like totally different. I don't know how to explain it, but I thought this could be kind of cool. And now I'm going to take it a step further and put white in this waterline and black in this waterline and make it crazy and a little uncomfortable for people who need to order. Okay, so for this eye, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Glide On Pencil in 0. Let's pop it in the waterline. I need to sharpen this, but I don't know where a sharpener is. We're learning together that if you ever wanted to do this, don't. Right? Right. I'm gonna quickly set this with the black shadow in the Juvia's Place palette that I love so desperately. Okay, that's a little bit intense, huh? Huh. Comment down below and let me know what you think. I think I like it. I like how this eye looks a lot. I'm curious how I'm gonna like it when I have the inverted version on the other side, but right now, this eye, I feel like looks pretty killer. Like, look at that. Look at that highlight too, Jesus Christ. Highlights on top of a liquid foundation. Whew. Yeah, I put on liquid foundation today too. I don't know who I am today. Got black on the waterline, I got fucking white eyeliner, I got liquid foundation, I don't know what's going on, but anyway, the creative juices are flowing. Let's let it continue and let's put white in this waterline. Okay, let's do the waterline face. Oh my god, I look insane. Okay, now let's quickly set that with the white from the same palette. Okay, now that it looks sufficiently strange, let's go ahead and throw on some mascara on the bottom lashes, and then we'll finish off the look with some lip. Don't know what lip's gonna complement all this, but let's go ahead and do the mascara first and then come to that in just a minute. Essence Lash Princess Mascara, you know, my favorite forever. I heard that they put out a waterproof version. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that the demand is for it. I'm not really a waterproof mascara person, but if it'll get more people interested in this mascara existing, I think that'll be good, because this mascara is so good. This is a very day to night look. Day to night look. Wear it to the office, wear it to the show. Wear it to your wedding, wear it to your orgy. I don't go to orgies, but you know. They're very different looks, as I had suspected, since I wanted to do something a little more Gemini and different. Now that's what we got. I need more lower mascara on this eye, it's tripping me out. Just thinking of how crazy it would be if I had like white mascara to put on this one. It'd be crazy. Don't hit me. Wow, I'm crazy. Remember that episode of Hey Arnold? Are you that old? Okay guys, this is the completed eye look, looking absolutely crazy. And now for lips, I feel like we need to go with like a peachy nude. I feel like that's the vibe that would look best with this. And it's funny because the name of this lipstick that I just pulled out is actually Peachy Nude. It's by Flower Beauty. I didn't even mean for that to happen. That's just the vibe I wanted, and when I pulled it out, that was the name, and I was like, me and Drew Barrymore, we just vibing, you know? So let's go ahead and put this on. Let's rub it in because I don't want it to be very structured. We got all that up here already. Oh, missed my lip. The formula of these Flower Beauty lipsticks is so nice, and I feel like the tones she uses are so pretty. They're like, it's a special version of something that's already out there. Like, we see peachy nudes all the time. We see lipsticks all the time, but for drugstore, affordability, cruelty-free, all that, to have these types of colors that have like a unique sort of undertone is really, really nice. And plus it's Drew Barrymore, so like, oh, I don't even know if I've ever told you this, probably not, but Drew Barrymore is my favorite actress. So when I saw she came out with a makeup line, I was just like, I knew I fucking loved her. You know, I knew I loved her. Can anyone tell me what I need to do to be best friends with Drew Barrymore? I need to add hanging out with her into my rotation because I love her so much. Okay guys, and this is the completed look. So this is the completed Gemini inspired makeup look. I love how it came out. I was wondering, when it was getting close to the end, I was like, I don't really know if I'm liking the direction this is going. It's getting a little weird, and it does look weird, and I can totally understand if this is not your vibe, and you can comment down below, let me know if you like it or not. I could see people not loving this, because I mean, it's a little bit weird, it's a little intense, but I'm so kind of into it. I want to do this eye just for like, just because I think it looks really sick. I like it a lot. I love the white with the black liner. That's something I'm gonna incorporate again, for sure. Bitch better have my honey. But this eye is just really pretty. I could see this being really good just for anybody. So I got one for you pretty girls, one for you weird girls, and I feel like it looks, or boys, but I feel like it looks really cool, and I'm happy that I got to sit down and get my creative juices flowing and just get back into it, man. It's been too long since I've just sat down and done something I enjoyed, filmed, put on makeup, sat down and enjoyed it. I've been doing this for like, it's been a long time. This video took a while, which has been nice to just sit down, take my time, do my makeup, and enjoy myself. So thank you for allowing me to do that and sitting down and watching these videos. It's really, really cool of you, and I appreciate it greatly. Of course, if you liked it at any time, give it a like, because, you know, that helps me out, and subscribe. It helps me out. Anything you do, if you leave a comment, if you give it a thumbs up, if you subscribe, if you share the video, it helps me out, and it helps more people find my channel, which in turn helps me continue to be able to do YouTube. You know, it's something I really enjoy doing, and it's something that I hope to do long term, or at least until, you know, I don't know what the shelf life is on this for me, being a 30-year-old lady, but I enjoy it, so I'm gonna do it until I don't enjoy it, I guess, you know. And yeah, anyway, if you'd like to follow me on my other social media, it's BRATTERSTEIN on Twitter and Instagram for makeup stuff, and then FATTERSTEIN if you want the fitness stuff. For fitness, I've lost 90 pounds, gained 20 back, and I'm trying to lose that remaining 25 pounds, and yeah, that's everything I think I have to say. I'm just rambling at this point because of 3 shots of espresso. So anyways, that's going to complete this video. If you do like to binge watch videos like I do, you can click on one of these over here. These are links to videos I put up in the past. If you click on my face over here, it'll take you to where you can subscribe to my channel so we can hang out all the time. I think you should do it. I think it's a good idea. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.